Hello everybody, welcome to Posture Basics. So I'd like you to start by just simply standing and stand in what you think is your best posture. So go ahead. And once you're there, start to notice how you feel from the ground up. So we'll sort of start with the foundation of basic posture. Come to awareness of how your feet are connecting to the mat or the floor underneath you. And just spread out your toes a little bit, wiggle them around, and then let them release back down. And imagine that you have roots in your feet. So let's try to even out how those roots are grounding you and helping you get a good foundation for standing posture. So if you come to the mound of the big toe and the mound of the little toe in the ball of the foot of the transverse arch, and if you come to the broadness of the heel, think of having roots here and then two roots that join into one at the back of the heel. And see if you can get a feeling of those drawing downwards to root you and ground you into a really strong but graceful posture. And notice if you tend to stand more on the outside or the inside of your feet. Are you rolling out or in? Are you more on the front of your foot or more on the back? See if you can just try to even that out a little bit. It might feel odd because your normal movement pattern has been established for many, many years and decades possibly. So it might feel a little bit odd. So just see how that feels. And then notice how you feel in your knees. Are your knees stiff? Are they coming inwards? Are they going outwards? Just try to get them centered over the center of your foot. And release the knees a little bit. So a little bit of looseness, okay? So you don't want them to be pulling back and tight. Just kind of let them relax a little bit and be very loose, very soft. Now from here, come to your pelvis and think of it as a big basin full of liquid. Try to level off the contents. So see how that feels. So no tilting in any direction whatsoever, if possible. And just try if you can to level that off. And imagine a child playing with blocks, wooden blocks. 3 blocks, the pelvis, the rib cage, and the head. So try to level off the rib cage over the pelvis, and then joint stack or level off the head over the rib cage. Good, okay? Now try to create a little bit of space in between the blocks. So just lengthen a little bit all around your torso between the pelvis and your rib cage, and then lengthen a little bit again through the neck, bringing the ears away from the shoulders. Good. Imagine almost like you have a string at the top of your head and you're like a puppet attached to the sky. And just pull upwards a little bit through that. Now come to your shoulders. We're often told when we're young to stand with our shoulders back. And what happens with that is that we tend to go and squeeze the scapula or the shoulder blades together a little bit too much, creating quite a bit of tension all around here. What I like to think of instead is, I like to imagine that the end points at the side or the lateral ends of my shoulder complex are being pulled outwards as if they were stretched out on a clothes hanger. So wide collarbones and lots of space between the scapula or the shoulders. So see how that feels. Good, all right. So creating a little bit of space in a basic standing posture will help you, if you practice it often enough, to have a lot of spaciousness when you're in movement as well. This is your foundational pose. And if you crush and grind and collapse or deviate from that in your normal standing posture, then you will certainly do it in the more complex movements as well. So the standing pose in yoga, as you know, we call this mountain pose or Tadasana. This is our foundation. All right? Good. How does that feel? All right. So very good. One last thing. Remember to breathe. So inhale and exhale through the nose. Now, encourage your belly breath. And then imagine you're wearing an inner tube around your rib cage and fill it up with air and then fully exhale. So inhale through the belly into the thoracic area, the rib cage, and exhale completely. Try that a few more times. Great. All right. So, practice your posture, stand up straight, be graceful and strong, and all your movements will be more graceful and strong.